I want to say it's a cute little truck. He probably doesn't want it to be called cute, but I think it's a pretty cool looking truck. All right, we got our scale ticket. Let's take a look here. So this is the steer axle, and we're always going to assume the steer axle is 12,000. This is the drive, 28,120, and that is the trailer, 28,940. So that is what we're going to do. So 28,120. So if we look right here, that is the drive axle. So if we look right here, if you could see it's right at 28, about 28 and a half. So this one right here weighs the drive axle. So what we're going to go do is calibrate the trailer. So we need it to read 28,940. So basically 29,000 pounds. So let's go outside. Let's go outside, calibrate this thing, and then we'll walk around and see what it looks like. All right, here's our box. And the way this works is pull this little lever out, and you see how the needle moves. So right now it's sitting at, what's that, about 31. So we need to adjust that. And you see that little screw right there? We're gonna turn that little screw till the needle goes down to 29. All right, I'm gonna try this one-handed. Let's see if I can do this. So we're just gonna turn this, and it should turn 28, 29. So we've adjusted it. As you can see, the needle is sitting on 29 now. So if we press the button in, it releases all the air out of the gauge, and this is the way it goes down the road. And it actually, when you close the door, it'll automatically close this button right here. So we'll pull it open, and it's right at 29. So we're looking good. I'm gonna move it just a hair. There it goes. Okay, so we're sitting right at 29. So that should be calibrated. Oh. All right, good morning. Oh man, we're in a little town. We're right on the Illinois-Wisconsin state line on Highway 12. I really don't know the name of this place, but we unloaded. Illinois is over that way, about a mile. We unloaded yesterday. We got our big aluminum things off yesterday. Went pretty good. I was out of hours, so I ended up at this little truck stop over here, and it's not too bad. It's nice and quiet. It's pretty new. They got a really nice deli in there. I gotta get the name of it. I'll get the name of the place, so if anybody ever's riding around here, they see it. And then yesterday I went to start the generator, and the bolt holding the alternator on the generator had fallen off. So there's an Ace Hardware, and the reason I know it's a mile down to Illinois, there's an Ace Hardware about a mile down the road, and I ended up walking down there to get the bolt. So anyway, we got the generator fixed yesterday. It's just one of those things. The thing that we did do on the way over here, and hopefully you guys can see it. You see this ring in here? That's called a cinematic balancer. And it's like a disc that mounts between the hub and the rim of the wheel, and it helps balance the wheels. I was starting to get a vibration, just a little bit of a vibration, driving it just a little bit, and I was starting to get a pattern in the tire, and the tire's pretty dirty right now. So what I had them do is I took the tire off, and I flipped the tire on the rim. And so this is the low side on the tire right now. Let me get out of it. So this is the low side, and the low side was on the outside, so I had them flip the tire on the rim. And then I got those cinematics. The whole deal was only $277, which was a good deal for because they flipped the tires, balanced them, and then I put the cinematics on. So everything was $270, what I thought was a good deal. The truck's going to need an alignment. is really, I mean, I can align it now, but until I get ready to put new steer tires on, it won't affect the tires. I mean, they're still going to wear, they've already got a pattern in them, so they're just going to wear like that until they're wore down. Rest of the truck's looking good, no major issues. You know, a lot of people have been asking me about the old pack car, and I've got 73,000 miles on it since I bought it. So we've had it, let's see, when did I buy it? The end of September. So, well, we're coming up on 7 months, something like that. So we got about 73,000 miles on the old pack car. No issues with the motor. The motor's actually done pretty good. I've had a couple small issues with everything else, but as for the motor itself, no major issues. I did have one little oil leak. I fixed that after I first got it, but other than that, really happy so far with the pack car. No issues with the DEF. And I haven't had a regen or anything. I do believe having the generator and not idling helps tremendously. But other than that, the truck's doing good. I'm going to clean the windows before we get started. There's old Callie dog getting some fresh air. She's been watching the geese. There's a bunch of geese around here. There's like a little lake thing. But see, we're picking up crane parts today. We're about 45 minutes away from where we have to go. Picking up crane parts. Now, they're not going to be like actual, I should say actual crane parts. Going to be parts to build the crane is what they're going to be. Supposed to have a 4-foot tarp. We'll see what it looks like. We might put the side kit up. We are definitely, I should say definitely, but as of right now, next week we're going to have the side kit up. I got my name on a load for it's kind of a new customer out of Kentucky. We're going to be hauling copper. It's going to be copper tubing, copper sheets, and everything. And they have specifically requested for a side kit. And it's going to be all over Pennsylvania, Ohio, and back to Kentucky. And it's going to be a round trip. It's not a done deal yet. We'll see how it goes, but we'll try it out for 1 week. If it works out, I might do that kind of as a regular thing. So we'll see how it goes. But for right now, let's go ahead and clean the windows. Take Callie out, let her stretch her legs. She sees the geese out there somewhere. That's what she's looking at. And then let me get out of the sun. We'll get going and go get our crane parts. And the goal today is Louisville, Kentucky. Crane parts are going to Lexington, Kentucky. So we're going to try to get down to Louisville, spend the night in Louisville, and then run over to Lexington tomorrow. So that's the plan. All right, let me get the window clean and we'll talk to you in a bit. loaded up. Let's take a look if we don't get run over. Trucks have been racing by this road. I don't know why they're racing down this road, but let's take it. It was nice and easy. It only got 2 pieces of metal, and it only weighs like 3,000 pounds. The only thing I did a little different is I did put the straps over the tarp, because it's so simple to tarp like that, and it holds the strap down. Just use the edge protector so it doesn't pinch the tarp right there. I did run out of space in the back here, didn't have quite enough tarp, so this right here is my smoke tarp. Just put over that last little piece right there. Other than that, this stuff was pretty simple. The only thing I'm gonna do, if it doesn't take too long, because we need to get going, is I need to fix my box on this side here. Let me show you. See how everything's just kind of come bouncing around these rough roads. And actually my tarp for my side kit is inside there. But if I don't fix this, what happens is all these rubber mats and everything, that's where this little latch on the door goes, and it'll catch on that latch, and I can't get it open. So I'm gonna clean that up real quick. All right, let's here, I'll show you this side over here. Hang on a second. So you can see how I strapped over the tarp there, so it doesn't look too bad. Nice and easy. Only 3,000 pounds, like being empty. All right, let me fix that box real quick. It won't take me long to do that. Take Callie out real quick, and then we'll get going. So talk to you in a bit. All right, real quick before we go, this is the tarp for my side kit. These here, this is all the rubber matting that I use when I haul coils, and this is a 4x4. Now what I do is I take a coil rack, turn it on its side, and it keeps the stuff from, hopefully keeps the stuff from sliding over, and it doesn't block that hook. Because what happens is, see that hook right there? That hook right there, when it's down, everything will fall up against it, and it's hard to twist it up. So that's why I'll put that coil rack right there. So I'm gonna roll the tarp for the side kit back in there. I'll put this little piece of felt padding in that corner, and hopefully it'll stay like that for a little while. It usually does bounce out, but it lasts for a little while. It's getting a little warm out here too, sweating. It's good, getting some exercise. All right, I'll finish it up now. I'll finish up and get going. So talk to you guys in a bit. All right, we're in Leroy, Illinois at the Loves. I pulled in here to get fuel, and I didn't know that they were doing road work, and they got construction. They got half the length on. The reason though I turned the camera on, you see that little tractor on the back of that flatbed? You see how he's got, let me zoom in. See how he's got his straps over the tracks like that? That is a good idea. I like that. I'll remember that if I ever get a little piece of equipment like that, and run the straps over the track. But so we're trying to make our way. We're trying to make our way down to Louisville. We might not have enough hours, so if we can get on the other side of Indianapolis, then that'll probably be good enough. But we got to run over to Lexington, Kentucky, so we'll see. But anyway, just wanted to check in. We're waiting for fuel, and of course, like I said, they got part of the pumps closed, so we'll see what happens. But all right, I'll talk to you guys in a bit. All right, it's Thursday afternoonish. We made it to Louisville last night. We got unloaded this morning. It went super easy, and then we got reloaded. We loaded these big concrete conduits, I guess you would call them, a concrete pipe. Honestly, I've never hauled these things before, so this was new to me. I'll go through the, you know, whenever you, for you new flatbed guys, whenever you're hauling something and you don't know, don't be afraid to ask. I told the guy, hey, I've never hauled these things before. What do you recommend? You know, what should we do? So he explained to me pretty much in detail how it should be. You see the wood in the front up here. So what they did is they set one down, we brace it with the wood, and then you know, same rules apply. Two pieces of securement on the front, 2 pieces of securement in the rear, and one on the single. Each one weighs about 7,000 pounds, give or take a little bit. The only thing that he pointed out was that if you notice, he calls this the female side, because if you look, you see this lip right here, they call that the male side, and it would slide down into the groove here. The only thing that he said that he recommended was that tighten on the female side, meaning put the winches on the female side and then put the hooks on the male side. The reason being, he said that this edge is a little bit weaker and you could break it on the winch side. So as you can see, and they put them in every other way, as you can see, so everyone, the female side's where the winch, and same on the other side. Let's see, other than that, they're kind of a pain in the butt. As you can see, like right here and this one here, just the way it ended up with the strap over the rail. So anyway, back here, same thing, but they're not going anywhere. So we're only going about 100 miles with them, actually 130 miles. The one thing though, we did, when I had that aluminum on, I did calibrate the little scale in here. So hopefully you guys can see this. So what you do is you pull this little button, bam, and we're sitting at, if you full focus, we're sitting at about 30, almost 36,000 pounds on the trailer. So we're legal back there. Remember, on a flatbed you can have 20,000 pounds on the spread axle. You can have 20,000 pounds total, or excuse me, let me back up, 20,000 pounds per axle, 40,000 pounds total. So we got 36,000 pounds between the two, so we're legal. So everything is legal there. Let's see what else is going on. Callie's getting some fresh air. One little stupid little box that's got to go up there, so we put that there. Let's see, so we had 36, we've got 36 on the trailer. We got 31 on the drive, so what's that, 67, and then we got 12 on the front, so it's 67, 77, so we're right at 79, which is about right for what this is. So all right, we got to get going. We still have about 80 miles to go to deliver these. Callie's been out. I made me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Today's Thursday. Don't know what we're doing tomorrow yet, but we'll figure it out. So I'll keep you guys updated and talk to you in a bit. All right, good morning. It is Friday morning. It's the end of the week. Here is our load for Friday. We got lucky. We delivered our concrete conduits yesterday. That went pretty good. I probably will not haul them things again because they're kind of a pain in the butt. But I got lucky. My coordinator found this load for me. We picked this up over here at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. It's military, but it's not a military load. This is for a contractor that's contracted to the military. It's part of a helicopter. If you can, I believe it is at the top part of the helicopter where the blades go. I think that's what it is. But that's what we got. Weighs about 1,000 pounds. Going over to Lexington, Kentucky. Back over to Kentucky. We get over to Kentucky, and then we're going to go over to Louisville for the weekend. Monday, we did get that load Monday for all week. It's going to be going all over the place. I'll talk about that a little bit more when we get up to Louisville. But there is a cool looking truck over there. See that green truck right there? Let's go take a look at that truck. This looks like a little Freightliner. Little custom job, got big old pipes on it. A little sleeper. Pretty nice. So I want to say it's a cute little truck. He probably doesn't want it to be called cute, but I think it's a pretty cool looking truck. Got a grain trailer. See the hopper bottoms on the bottom back here, and then it's got the tarp over the grain trailer. Look, stainless steel sides. So that's a pretty unit. It's a nice unit. Looks good. Here, we'll walk back one. Here, I'll turn the mic around so you guys, he's got it idling, you guys can hear it. So you got it idling, it's got straight pipes on there. Hey, that's a nice little Freightliner. All right, let's get going. We got about 3.5 hours over to Lexington, Kentucky. Drop this off, and then we're gonna head over to Louisville, spend the weekend. We're gonna plug in to the RV outlet over in Louisville so we don't have to run the generator or anything all weekend. So, all right, let's get going.